Hey, this is Paul Season for my project in media studies about our race and gender portrayal in the media. Uh, I'm here with my three friends. Van, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Van. I'm 22 years old and I'm from the Philippines.
He's from the Philippines, ladies and gentlemen.
Unfortunately, so yes.
Alright, and we have Aaron too. Good.
What's up? What's up? Any Mavericks in the house?
Good introduction. All right, and then we have Demic.
That was it. Come on,
Oh, go ahead.
Start or should Aaron
put
go?
up,
Yeah,
put up,
Aaron
put
should
up some information
Aaron should
there.
fix his information shit.
Aaron here, currently living in Japan.
A Maverick.
Are
And
you
the
also
Maverick.
Filipino?
Yeah, sure, fine.
Wow.
None of us want to be, but
Great,
yes.
you know. And here's a Demix.
Unfortunately. Hi, I am Demix. They call me Dem. I'm 22 years old. I'm currently in Canada.
You know, the fake country.
It exists.
Canada?
Shut up.
What,
I'll show you.
what Canada?
What
What are you talking about? Anything north of America is just Alaska.
Yep.
Anything north of America is just ice. Everyone knows this.
See?
I'll show you a map of the flat Earth. Where Canada. It's right there. So did you know the Earth was flat?
Doubt it.
Duh.
But did you know the moon was fake?
The moon was fake, not the moon landing. The
No,
whole moon.
the whole moon.
Someone just put it there.
Alright. Okay. Let's get back on top. Let's get on the topic. So the first question is, what do you consider manly? You yourself. Let's start off with Van, then Aaron, then Demix on the line. Go ahead then.
Why am I always going first? Okay.
Cause you have the boomy voice.
Alright, fine. What do I find manly? I find beards manly.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something about like masculine about a dude with a full beard rather than a guy like clean shaven. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I also find like motorcycles manly. You know, like a dude on a like Harley Davidson. Yeah. I was gonna say David Harlison.
Okay.
Guns, I think, are manly.
Mm-hmm.
Like swords are manly.
The weapons in general.
Just
Yeah.
anything.
Well, I don't know. A bow seems kind of feminine for
Oh,
some
what?
reason.
A bow can go
Sexist.
straight through your neck, kill you instantly.
I'm not debating on the bow's function or effectivity.
I think he just means how you don't really need physical strength that much for a bow.
I mean, depends on the bow, but whatever. I'm
How
Yeah,
big
normal
the bow
bow.
is.
A wooden
like
normal
long,
bow.
I guess.
long bows
But it's-
need a lot
yeah,
of upper arm strength, whatever. And fighting, like
Brawling.
just fighting.
you know.
Yeah, like fist fights or whatever. Those
Okay.
are manly.
Okay, how about you, Aaron?
Yeah, the normal the Arnold Schwarzenegger type.
Mm-hmm. Like
The
big, buff, and brawny.
fights for what he believes in, doesn't care what other people think. More of a kind of philosophical kind of standpoint.
Okay. Except for the big buff
Also
part.
guns.
Also.
Yeah, also that.
Alright. Okay.
Guns specifically.
Specifically guns.
But
Alright.
yeah, melee weapons are manly too.
Okay. Sure. How about you, Dim?
What I think manly is being firm in your decisions. Doesn't have to do anything with your physique or how you dress yourself. It's just being strong, like not physically, also emotionally. You don't fucking break down.
Okay.
And then
I see
also,
what you mean.
extreme violence.
Hey,
No physique.
That's
extreme
pretty
No,
bad.
just
emotional.
extreme violence, though. It has
Yeah,
nothing to
also
do with
extreme
physique, though.
violence.
Nothing to do with
No,
physique.
but as long as you're
Nothing,
violent. No, mostly violent. There you go.
the hell does
Okay.
that supposed to mean?
I have no
Like even if you're missing, a few limbs, if you want to throw down, you're manly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Doesn't
so
afraid of
what you all
anything.
like described is kind of like. Do you think that's what the media, what you see in the media, like with the big buff guys, like Arnold Schwarzenegger for one, is like super buff, is headstrong. He doesn't care what everyone thinks, right?
Nope.
Do you think that growing up with the media, that's why why you think that's what manly is, or
Oh, totally. Growing up without a dad, the media is all I had as a father figure.
okay?
Oh, hoo hoo hoo, wahoo hoo.
Uh-huh. Your
Okay.
turn.
Okay.
Alright. Then
What was the question? I'm
it
sorry.
was. I mean, what do you think that you're thinking that's manly because of what you see in the media,
Oh,
did you-
definitely, yeah.
like with the
mean,
Ryan
'cause-
Reynolds and the
Well,
Chris Hemsworths?
I wouldn't say Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's not the pinnacle of manliness.
But
I'd
he is
say-
a man's
I'd-
man.
I'd
Yeah,
more
yeah,
say
yeah.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
Hugh
yeah.
Jackman.
No, you're right. Jason Momoa is like Dave Bautista.
I mean, like, yeah, because it's always shown like, oh, this cool badass dude. He's the main character, and he can
Who
do
doesn't afraid of
anything.
anything?
Yeah, and he all he does is look in the distance, smolder a bit, and then say one-liners, and yeah, shoot people in the head. Friggin' John Wick his ass over everyone. Like everyone fears him. And that's just how like real men are portrayed. You know,
Hmm.
they're just all they have beards, they have muscles, and they're all covered in Old Spice and Axe body spray.
Okay, but don't you disagree with that though, Demix? Because you said it's not about physique. It's about
No, it's
about
really
attitude.
At least for me. Don't have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Tyrion from Game of Thrones. That's a man's man. He ain't no big buff, but he does have a beard. I think.
Okay, okay. Yeah, he does. Okay, but how so with Tyrion? Like, is he? I mean, he's smart, and is it because he carries himself well? Is it?
He carries himself well even as a dwarf.
I see.
I don't think you can call them dwarves now.
Are we not the little people?
Yeah, there it
Little
is. I
people.
think.
The
I
little
think that's-
people.
I think that's what's acceptable.
Well, no, the
Actually-
character, not Peter Dinklage. The character.
Oh, the character.
Oh, he got you there. He got you
That's
there.
it.
Is he an actual dwarf?
They
in the
refer
show?
to him
Yeah,
as
yeah,
a
yeah,
dwarf. No.
yeah. He was.
Oh,
he-
okay. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
in the
Okay.
show, he was called the Imp because he was
The
born defect.
See, that's
So
worse.
small. But
But
yeah,
actually,
I
that's
see, I
how
see
he
what you mean.
Vertically
He's
challenged.
headstrong. He doesn't afraid of anything.
You've
he
said that like
take-
3 times now.
It's my favorite thing. You never see him like bumbling around with his. He always knows what to do, even if he's under pressure.
I see.
Mm.
Okay.
Being able to know what to do under pressure is very manly, in my opinion.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that.
Under pressure.
Push it down. Okay.
Under pressure. Okay. So we've cemented what the image of a man is, right? What do you think you fit that image that's being portrayed in the media? Like, do you think that?
Who?
I have my moments.
Okay, go ahead, Demix.
Yeah, that's it. I have my moments.
You have
It's
your
not all of the time, but I have
Oh.
my moments.
Okay, so it's like sometimes you have your on and off days. Like, yeah, I'm manly, and then sometimes you're not. Is that what
Like,
you're saying?
no. Feeling very effeminate today.
Okay. Alright, what about you, Aaron?
Yeah, and since, as I said, it's both philosophical, like in your beliefs, fighting and all of that shit, like being cunning. No, I think that part at least I do believe, since I got here pretty much all on my own.
Mm-hmm.
You here meaning? Do you mean like Japan, like where you're at right
Yeah.
now?
Do you know how hard it is to get to a country
Yeah, I know.
on your own?
On your own, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I just got the opportunity. Job opportunity presented itself, and that I did most of the heavy lifting.
Okay, okay.
Yeet.
What about you, man? Do you fit the image that the media portrays?
The only image I fit in it is I'm tall and I have a beard and I have a big voice.
Okay.
People say that I look very manly, but I don't know if I fit the media's description of a man.
Okay.
Like I don't have the muscles or the cool leather jacket, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Let's go. Let's backpedal a bit. Like, do do you think like showing emotions is a manly thing? Like, I know like a lot of men have it hard like expressing emotions, but do you think someone who can show emotions is manly?
Depends
Are
on
you
how you
asking
show
me?
it. Oh, we take turns then. Van then. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go just on the line. Like, go ahead, man.
Uh, well, it's always portrayed that in the media that guys only know two emotions like angry and rage.
Which are the same thing.
They're very different levels. Uh, and I think that's not like real. Like men feel stuff. Like men
Absolutely,
cry.
they do.
Yeah, and like it's always the thing where like when a man cries, it's real. Like it's real shit when a man cries.
Uh-huh.
Like that Key and Peele bit
Which
where
one?
the one that they were all gangsters and one guy was crying because
Ah,
his
yeah.
friend got killed.
Ah,
He
I
was
see.
sharing
Yeah,
about
yeah,
them
and
being
and
Care
then
Bears.
like
Yeah.
then like
Yeah.
Key was like
Yeah, so
Care Bears, yeah.
yeah. But basically, yeah, I don't think like. I think being able to express your emotions openly and well makes you manlier, I guess, or maybe just more mature
I see.
than.
But not necessarily manly, like but just more mature.
Yeah, just more human.
I see. I see. What are your thoughts about that, Aaron?
I don't know. I kind of disagree. I guess in a mature sense it is, but if you're gonna go for manly, you should look dependable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're gonna cry like in your own time and when no one can see you, that's just my opinion, though.
Okay. I see.
You need to let vent.
Okay. I mean,
I
it's
try.
not it's not like you're crying in public though. It's just that you you're you're showing your
Cry
emotions,
alone. Cry
Yeah.
alone in the shower with a tub of ice cream.
Like
That would
in
ruin the
like
ice cream.
in your with a sip of ice. Wait,
I didn't
yeah,
say the
that's-
shower was open.
Okay, that kind of triggered me. But why would you eat ice cream in the shower? But
I was referencing Jack's films.
okay, but yeah, like like mentally speak, like like in your in their head, they know it's
Not
okay to
manly.
cry. Like, but
Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
Pretty sure no one's gonna debate you on that.
okay, okay.
I'm just
then?
of the opinion that it's not manly to cry in front of other people.
It's a human emotion.
True.
It's a human response. So it's okay to cry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna say otherwise.
Okay, okay. What about you,
Your
then?
mama.
Is that
I have to agree with what Aaron said, but it's okay to cry even in public as long as you don't look like a bitch doing it.
okay?
What does that
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
How
Yeah.
do you cry like a man
like
in
how,
public?
yeah, how do you cry like a man?
You
wipe
cry,
it-
you don't weep. Not
You-
weeping
you
like
wipe-
a little bitch.
You wipe your tears away with your machete.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, with
like,
your
it's like,
AR-15s, you just wipe
like-
away those tears.
it's fine. It's
God,
not
I
like
wish.
bawling or sniffling.
I see.
Like,
Like,
that's what I mean with
oh,
it
do
being
you
a bitch.
mean like when people like stifle their cry, like they look up and then like cover their eyes, but you can see like tears rolling down their cheeks, something like that?
Yeah, tears rolling down your face would be fine. Would that be pretty manly? But weeping, bawling, kind of not manly. More like that's being like a little child.
Oh, I see. So you're saying that crawling up into a ball and rocking yourself is not
Okay,
manly?
now
No.
that's it.
You see
Oh,
a
like
grown-ass
like
man.
you went to fetal
Like,
position.
you go fetal position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fetal position,
That-
sucking its thumb.
No, that's just
not
pathetic.
manly.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
just pathetic.
Okay,
You
okay.
wouldn't call anyone doing that manly.
That's just called
Nope.
being a gamer.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
I thought you were going somewhere different with that. But sure, yes.
No,
That's my
no,
thoughts
no.
about that.
I can't go anywhere different, Demix.
Okay.
Not on this
Recorded.
school project.
Yeah.
All right. So, I have another question here. How does that image, like the image of a man, make you feel about yourself? Like, do you feel insecure? Are you like I don't care? Like, go ahead then.
Let's start with Aaron.
Sure, Aaron.
Me personally, I like it. I think we need a little stereotypical manliness in the media.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't fit all of it, in my opinion, I do fit some of it, especially the cunning part. And the deceitful. Wait, no, cut that out. Shit.
Wow, deceitful.
Deceitful.
Ooh.
Um.
Yeah, that's being manly, right?
Alright,
Hey man,
like
villains
why?
are manly too. Villains are manly
yeah,
too.
But like,
I never
why?
been
Why do you think that we need more stereotypical manliness on the media?
Because someone has to be the dependable in society.
Well, but like,
The dependable type.
can't you be dependable like being this? No, never mind.
What, being a
My
bitch?
sentence was going nowhere. What about you?
Someone has to be dependable in the society that we live in, right, Aaron? Is that what you
Yeah,
meant?
some people, yeah.
Yeah.
It, okay. What about you, Demix?
Yeah, I think how that makes me feel is a little bit emasculated.
I see. I see.
I certainly do not view myself as manly most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I do
Okay.
think that there should be like a manly stereotype. Not just everywhere. Not specifically on the media.
Okay, but
Yeah, it's like
Just
a
in
goal.
society. Yeah, a goal that you have to strive for.
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah.
because
Well,
some
to
people
reach-
have
I see,
determination,
better
unlike
yourself.
us.
I
Yeah,
mean,
to better yourself as a male
okay.
of the human species.
I definitely agree with Demix that when I see like the image, like just see like Arnold Schwarzenegger flexing at you on a front page of a magazine, that you feel like, oh, why am I not like that? I feel like,
It's your fault, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, to be honest, it is, but it. Okay.
Go to
What?
hit the gym.
I
What do
know.
you mean?
Yeah, just be born
What is that
being able
reaction?
to bench press 300 pounds.
It's
You know, there's literally no one that was born like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
sure.
He worked hard for that, bruh.
He did.
And that's why he's a
Uh,
man's man.
All right. What about you, Van? How does that image make you feel?
What do you?
Wait.
Stop. It makes me. I don't really care. Like, I mean, that image, especially when like movies or shows really lean into it and make fun of it. I think it's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's just like a lot of stupid, crazy shit that's happening. Like, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna save the world while riding an alligator on top of a missile. or
Yo,
something
that's
like that.
badass.
That's pretty
Exactly.
cool.
See, exactly. It's interesting. It's
It's not making fun of it though.
yeah, it's entertaining. I mean, no one would actually do that in real life. So like seeing it in the media or in TV shows, it's pretty cool because like it's not entirely something you wanna reach or like live
Or
up
you can
to,
reach.
or you can reach, yeah. But it's something like, oh
can-
hell yeah, that's pretty dope.
I see.
And I don't know, for me, like it's also good standard, not really a standard. It's more like a good comparison. Like I am manly in my own way, and there are some parts of this character that I find that are manly and I can strive to reach. But at the same time, there are parts of him that I don't want to have. So
I
it's a
gotcha.
good example of
Okay.
something to be and not to be.
I see.
That is the question.
But
I had to.
yeah, it was right there. But I mean, can we all agree that like something like, don't you think that something like the media is like representing something like this, like a man who's like striving to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like gets roided out and like does stupid shit? That's just generally bad.
No, that's just taking a shortcut. That's bad. That's trying to take a shortcut and failing at life.
That's
That's
the
it.
Hulk.
He did
Yes,
take
it's
the
bad.
ultimate shortcut.
Yeah. When you get roided up, your nuts shrink and you're less manly.
Oh, that's a good way of looking. I haven't actually thought of it that way.
Because your balls are smaller.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
he
Dan.
did
Thank
say
you,
that.
Captain
Damn,
Obvious.
nice one. All right.
Excuse them. He's speaking from experience. So.
Big oof.
Joking. I'm joking. Demix has big balls. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Okay.
You-
So
you felt them.
we've been generally talking about the gender portion of this project, but let's go to the race part. We're all Filipinos, unless one of you isn't.
Are we?
I'm kind of Spanish. Or-
Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay.
No, pure.
All
I'm
right. Here we go.
Pure-blooded Spanish.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay. Just yeah. So, through my like me doing like a bunch of like, I say research, but it's really just a couple Google searches. I didn't
That's
find.
technically research.
I mean, like 2 or 3 Google searches. I didn't find much Filipino portrayals in like the big international media. I mean, aside from like Lea Salonga from way back in those 2 Disney movies that she sang in, and she didn't even portray like Filipinos in that. She was like she was Princess Jasmine, and then Mulan.
Mulan.
Yeah,
The best Disney princess. Fight me.
Wait, she was in Mulan?
she
Yeah, she
sang.
was just a singing
She was a
voice.
singing voice.
She sang
Oh,
Reflection.
that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
And then there was that one dude in the show A Good Place who was incredibly dumb.
I have
Also,
no
fuck
idea
you,
about
Aaron.
that.
Also, fuck you, Aaron. Mulan isn't the best Disney princess.
Okay, let's not get into this right now. We can talk
Yeah,
let's
that.
not
we can
get
talk about that
political.
later.
About that after.
And then there's like
Let's get it out
Dave
there.
Bautista in the MCU movies, like he's half Filipino. And do you see enough representation of Filipinos in the media?
Okay, hang on. If you mean by the media, do you also include international news?
I
Yeah,
mean
of
that's what
course.
I'm talking about, like the big
Media in general.
Yeah, because of course if you're in the Philippines and then you just see like a bunch of news, there's it's a bunch of Filipinos, but if you go like international,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm talking about. Like
I don't think anyone's surprised that you're in the Philippines and you open up the TV and it's like, oh, there's a bunch of Filipinos.
oh my yeah, I know.
Filipinos everywhere.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like in the big international media, there was like one cameo in. Have you guys seen Crazy Rich Asians?
I still
no.
haven't.
No. Okay.
still-
Yeah, but like,
I'll get to it.
but yeah,
Would've been helpful.
like Chris Aquino was there, like. There was a wedding and then Chris Aquino walks by and then people in the back like muttering like, oh, she's like a queen in Singapore who she's very rich, and then she apparently like rented a whole street for something.
He has amazing sons.
Shut up.
Bimbi.
Don't start.
Don't.
Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean like that's it's very like literally a handful. I could say.
Okay. All right.
Does Bruno Mars count?
I think he does.
I don't. Is he Filipino?
I think he's half.
Partially.
Yeah. I don't
He's
think
half.
I don't even think he's half.
I heard that before, and I thought it was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then
I guess.
so I heard somewhere else that it was like he wasn't. He was like Puerto Rican or something, and I was like, oh, okay. And
Yeah.
now he's, for some reason, he's
I know he was
Uh,
living in the Philippines for like.
he's becoming more urban.
Oh,
Okay, but yeah.
speaking of urban, how about Apple the app?
Oh, Apple. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
hell okay. all
Part
right.
of the
Okay, where
what
did
was
you think
their
I was
group?
going there?
What
I
was their
did
group?
not. I could not guess where you were going.
yeah.
Same.
Who was what was their group? I forgot.
The Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed
Eyed
Peas.
Peas,
Oh
come
my
on,
god.
dog.
I'm sorry.
2000 baby
Yeah.
right here.
I mean, yeah.
I
Apple
don't
the
even
app.
listen to music.
2000.
Jeez.
All right,
Jeez.
let's just
Gen Zer.
Jesus. Okay, like, but yeah, like, do you think that do we need more representation in the big media? Like,
You guys go first.
yeah,
You guys go first.
Aaron.
Should I go first
Yeah,
this
yeah,
time?
go ahead, Demix.
Yeah, I think I should
Okay.
go last, since I actually do study media.
Okay, so the biggest one would be probably Duterte and how he represents the
Oof.
rest of the Filipinos
Mm-hmm.
So you-
internationally.
Wait, so you want
No,
him
I'm just
more
giving an
representation?
example.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
can we get like maybe a better one that puts us in a better light? Because I'm pretty sure that doesn't put us in a good light. At
True.
least.
True.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
But-
Like no. Yes.
So you want more positive representation?
Yeah, more positive, or if not, just he could be better.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone listening doesn't know who Duterte is, that's our president right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's the one trying to send back the garbage that Canada shipped into the Philippines and almost waging a war. So yeah, you take that as however
Sounds
you
good
would
in
like it.
Canada.
He's
Sounds
also
very manly.
he's
doesn't
also he's also
does.
called the Filipino Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before he
Apparently,
became president.
I mean, there's no really count, but he said he's killed like a lot of people that he lost count.
And
Criminals.
Criminals.
The
You have to
criminals.
specify.
He's not just murdering like innocents.
Not innocents, just criminals.
he's molested some of his mates before. Yeah.
Oh crap!
What?
Yeah, so
I didn't even know about
Yeah.
that.
So
So,
better
better
representation, please.
representation. Okay.
And he's proud of that.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's another topic though, but yeah, you get what I mean.
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
forgot about Manny Pacquiao too, who was like,
Oh
who-
yeah,
who's
No,
like-
I just thought you already mentioned him.
and no, and then he remember that tweet he said about how
Yeah.
the gays
You
are
know,
like
his
dog-
point of view about the
dogs.
gays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Manny,
so
the
counts
gays
better-
are bad Pacquiao. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know about it.
Yeah.
Hazel
yeah.
Fashion.
Better representation.
I mean, that's not an excuse though.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
I
You gotta
okay.
agree though, Manny's pretty manly.
I mean, as a
Very.
fighter, yeah,
As a fighter in the ring,
but like outside of the ring, he's not.
mean-
especially on Twitter.
I mean, I don't really necessarily agree with his politics, but I do see the manly part about him, though. Okay, Aaron, how about you? Do you think we need more representation?
No, because I don't really care about that.
I see.
I just want entertainment. I don't care about representation. That's dumb.
Oh yeah, Aaron hates the word diversity. I forgot about
Oh my god, Ben, shut up.
Wait, no need to get personal politics into this one.
I forgot. Aaron hates the word. I forgot.
Okay, is that it? No more clarification.
Yeah, you just
I
don't
mean,
care.
I feel like he said
I,
it.
just,
He
I
said
don't care. And I think who's echoing? Make me echo.
I think it's
Uh,
Demix.
It's me?
It's fine. Just
Yep.
don't worry about it.
Okay, just continue. I'll fix it.
But-
I'll mute myself.
Yeah, and I think asking for more is kind of gives us what's it called?
A
It will
beggy
lead us
fight.
to will lead us to hire more unqualified people in preference over qualified people just for the sake of
Of
Quote,
more
unquote,
representation. I see.
representation.
So you're like you're in the bandwagon of of merit beats diversity, right?
Yep.
I see that
Just
too.
look at some actors and actresses in major media films right now.
Okay, I see.
They're not actresses or actors. They're stiff as a board.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's
Care to give an
diverse. That's
example?
something. You really want me to give an example?
Yeah, go for it, dude. Be real.
Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
She cannot act for her life.
Yeah.
Nick Fury carries that movie completely. If Nick Fury wasn't there, that would be a hot steaming pile of you know what.
I mean, there was
Well,
that. There was that.
The cat was there too.
I mean, there
Yeah,
was
the cat was a
that. There
better
was the.
actor.
There was that friend that she had, like a longtime friend. I don't. She acted pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
No, she did. It was a. It was
She
a.
did. Damn it.
Whoa.
Okay. How about you then? Do you think we need more representation?
I don't think we. I mean, more representation would be okay, but
Mhm.
I'm gunning for better representation.
I see.
Like quality over quantity is basically. Because like I've seen some representation of Filipinos in certain shows and movies, but it's either they're not like it's not their character. It's not like my character is Filipino and that's it. It's mostly like this is my character and I'm also Filipino. Like apparently I'm also Filipino or the actor is Filipino.
Mhm.
Or like because the very few ones that I've seen are like they're usually joke. They're usually a joke character. Like I've never seen like I haven't seen a serious Filipino character of a main cast. That's like a legit thing.
Mm.
Because like I've seen one where it's like he's the punchline, or with one joke, where it's like, well, what do you know? You're like Puerto Rican or Mexican. It was like, no, I'm Filipino, and that was it. That was his whole thing.
Oh,
It was that I'm not the race you tell me because I am Filipino, a much more obscure race,
Mhm. I see.
and a very prevalent. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but whatever. Character that I know of is from the show called Superstore. I don't think it's a very popular show, but it's a comedy show, and one of the main casts is Mateo, and he's a gay Filipino guy,
Oh.
and you know there are references to like him being Filipino, but like that's like half of his character, which is okay because his character is more that he's super competitive, he's gay, he's driven, and then the last part is that he's Filipino. And there was a whole like episode or joke, running gag about him being like an illegal immigrant,
Mhm.
and like I think I get why they chose that one, because being honest, there are a lot of illegal aliens like Filipino in the U.S.
Mhm.
And since it was a comedy show, I think that's what they were aiming for. But like I said, like I've never seen, or I haven't seen like a serious Filipino role yet,
Mhm.
and I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. And I don't think international media is gonna get like full-blooded Filipinos for major roles.
I see.
And if they do, it's usually they don't look like Filipinos.
Okay.
I mean, like, isn't the kid from Spider-Man like half Filipino or something?
Like the fat
The
kid?
fat
The best
kid?
friend.
Yeah, the guy in the
best
chair?
friend. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
he,
not
like, Filipino
sure
or something?
exactly. Hold on.
I forgot. I saw like news about that. It's like everyone was like all the Filipinos were jerking themselves off. Like he's Filipino, he's
Quote-unquote.
Filipino.
I mean,
That always
Like, I
happens
don't
if there's
know.
any Filipino in media.
Yeah.
come on. I mean,
Dude,
like,
I hate that
represent, boy. I mean, like,
What the problem is that I hate how our how we're like, okay, this partially Filipino dude is in something big, and it's positive, and everyone's like Pinoy pride, hell yeah, full yeah, but it's something
Minor.
like bad, or like, I mean, like, today in China, another Filipino has been arrested for smuggling drugs in. Why is no one going like, you're Pinoy pride, we're the best smugglers, hell yeah? I mean, they're all like, oh, they're not Filipino, they're just half Filipino. They're so quick to like denounce other people when they don't own up to it.
I see. I get what you mean. But going back to what you said before about like, that you don't want, you said something about you don't want race being the defining character of someone.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
more like, here's my character, but he also happens to be this race.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
right?
like it shouldn't matter what race you are unless like I said in like comedy and that was your whole joke or that was your whole character. If it works, sure. That sometimes it's funny because like, you know, sometimes differences are funny. Sure, like we have stereotypes and shit and whatnot, and different cultures can be funny to or strange to others. But it's just disappointing to find like your whole race being represented by this one dude, and that's his whole character. It's just that he's Filipino.
I see. I mean, but I
Also,
just
the
go ahead.
the example you cited with that comedy show, that sounds like horrible representation. Oh, this is an illegal alien. He's a criminal, guys. But let's not talk about that. He's Filipino, though. Can
Yeah,
we get non-illegals? as represent-
Exactly. I'm like, I mean, I get it because it's like it's a comedy show. Like everyone has their own shtick, but you could have left it at he's Filipino and he's incredibly super competitive and he's also gay. You didn't have to add in the illegal alien.
It was super unnecessary, and just it makes the representation negative.
Yeah. But
Especially for people like who don't know much about Filipinos.
Yep,
yeah,
it makes it harder
they're
for
all
for Filipinos that do go there legally.
Yeah, they all just go like, "Go back to your country."
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeehaw.
I mean, I've
Fucking
never gotten that,
illegals.
but that would be pretty bad. But
Because they're legally there.
I just wanted to go back to that point because it ties into my last question of this podcast: is how do we overcome stereotypes, if we even can? That was my this is my last question. So anyone up? It's up for grabs. Anyone just
You want
wants
to take this
answer?
one, Paul? This is the last fit.
I
Wanna
mean,
take it?
sure, I'll go first. I mean, it's as Van said. I feel like the way to overcome stereotypes is to not judge, is not like assume something like oh, he's Filipino, he must be hardworking. Oh, he's Filipino, he must be
Yeah, some
That's-
of us are
that's
lazy
good.
too.
yeah, exactly.
And that's good though.
Yeah, you know there are oh Demix, you're echoing. But it's like there are some good like stereotypes like Asians are smart.
Smart.
Are
I
usually
know.
smart. Yeah, like
But
and-
sometimes they can be a
and
bad
that's
thing
cool.
for like a specific
but-
situation. But
because that brings in like unrealistic expectations.
yeah.
It's like, let's say we're like Filipinos are Asians and we're also
Quote, unquote.
we're a mix of different things, but I most likely view as more as Pacific Islanders than Asians.
No,
But yeah,
really,
so-
I think we're more Hispanic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Like originally we were Pacific Islanders though. before we got mixed in with all those different races.
I mean, he's
Chinese.
right with Chinese,
Yeah.
Japanese,
Japanese,
Spanish,
some American,
American.
Spanish.
Yeah.
No, I just meant the Spanish had the most time. So
with 300
yeah.
years of
Yeah,
occupation.
333 years of being enslaved and occupied by them.
Yeah.
I'd assume that most of our blood is Spanish.
But I mean, I think
We're all
being
mixed. We're a hot pot.
exactly a culture.
That's why if
pot.
you see, like, I firmly believe that you can mix Filipino with any race and the outcome, the offspring would look great. Any biracial
I don't
peeps
know
out
about
there,
that.
Shout out to you guys.
Alright, but
What were we saying?
it was about how to overcome stereotypes. I mean, to be honest, I don't think we can overcome stereotypes because they're just so
They're always
everywhere.
there.
They're always. I mean, they're there for a reason too. Like, I mean,
some of them are
someone's-
actually real.
Yeah, someone's bound. Someone's bound to have broken English and also Filipino. Someone's bound to be hardworking and also Filipino. But it's. I
Yeah.
just think we shouldn't assume.
Most of them are.
Okay,
Would
so
you laugh? I mean, it's being real. I mean, like, let's be honest. A lot of Filipinos in America have gotten there without the best grasp of the English language,
Nope.
and the reason they're there is so that they can work for their families.
yeah,
So though immediately those
That is
two-
hard working.
Yeah. So
Unless you're
immediately
there
I
illegally.
mean, extremely so. Like you're leaving your
It's-
family to work somewhere else.
yeah, it's mostly because like we're very family centered. That's the reason for the hard working thing.
I see. Yeah, it's always
we're very
tied to like I'm
family.
gonna work hard because I want to support my family.
Yeah, it's not just we're working hard because we want to work hard. That's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
I hate working hard
I hate working.
in general.
Just
Yeah.
you know.
Like we work hard. We work hard for a goal.
Yeah,
Not
I
just
mean,
aims.
I don't think
Not just for the
anyone.
sake of
I
working
mean, I
hard.
don't think anyone works hard for the sake of working hard.
Yeah, I mean us. Okay, we three are all working. And you guys, why are you working? What do you work for?
Support my hobby. It's a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's the same. So it's more of supporting my hobbies. But the secondary goal is sending money. I send a lot of money back home.
Yeah, but mine is to pay off debt and help my parents, and I haven't even gotten to like supporting my hobbies.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in school to go to that point.
Yeah. So Paul can buy us all some good shit.
Exactly.
Are you gonna repay your parents back for putting you through college or
No,
education
no.
in general, Paul?
He meant the surgery.
Oh.
Oh! I thought we were talking about me. He was asking Paul.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay them back. Of course.
You were pre-op.
I mean, any good child's gonna pay.
I wasn't gonna say it. I
on,
wasn't
dude.
gonna say it.
Come
I wasn't
on.
gonna make a
But it was right
single
there.
joke
Come
at
on,
Paul.
dude.
Exactly, low hanging fruit. Damn, you're better than that.
Well, at least Paul can reach that fruit then, huh? Hey.
Ooh, another low hanging one. All right, okay.
But yeah, I mean, like any child would do. Any good
So you can
child
see it,
would
yes.
give back to the parents who gave to them.
Implying the parents are also good.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, generally, I think
Also,
we've strayed off the topic though, like of how to overcome stereotypes. I haven't even gotten Aaron's answer or Demix's.
Yeah,
Oh
or
yeah.
mine.
Or yeah, since go ahead, anyone take it.
Aaron, go for it.
No, fine. Overcoming stereotypes.
If we even can, I mean.
I don't know.
Not
'cause a
with
lot of
that
stereotypes
attitude.
are kind of deeply rooted in truth. Let's be
That
real
makes
here.
sense.
Most stereotypes are. Damn. Are you eating your mic? But yeah, I'm of the firm belief that most stereotypes are rooted in truth, or at least some truth.
Yeah.
But yes, I don't know. I just if we can overcome stereotypes, maybe just the negatives. Like a lot of Filipinos do work hard to stay in different countries legally. They don't take the shortcut, the bit shortcut.
Okay. How about you, Van?
I think the only way to combat stereotypes is like not caring and doing your own thing. If you fit into that stereotype, then like that's just how it is. If you
You mean
don't,
being basic?
no, I mean like, all right. For example, like there's let's say for example there's this imaginary stereotype that Filipinos are good at push-ups, for example, and you're just good at push-ups because you've been working out your whole life. I mean, that just falls into that category or that stereotype, but it doesn't like define who you are or like what you've been through. Like it's just coincidental that people think that about Filipinos, and you're coincidentally also really good at push-ups. I mean, like I wouldn't care if I'm in a different country and people like, hey, so what about Filipinos? I hear they're really hardworking, and I'm just gonna say like, nah, I'm lazy as shit, boy. And I'd basically let my actions speak for myself rather than like because like whatever you show to people, that's just gonna wreck whatever like pre-existing thoughts or images that they have for you. Like if they thought like at first glance, oh, this guy looks like he's trouble, and then they find out later that you're a really nice dude, and that's just gonna make them like you more. It's like, oh, I thought you're trouble, and then now you're really cool, so I like you more.
I see. Okay. That's a pretty good answer.
So you mean you hate identity politics?
I don't know what that means. I just don't like being a lot like other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
I don't like
but
conforming.
You mind if I take a second?
sure.
Okay, so overcoming stereotype, not gonna happen. Have you ever seen any stereotype that has been overcome? Name me one.
That men should always be strong. It's getting to be accepted that men are
A lot of
a lot of men are feminine.
So
a lot of
boys,
a lot of a
the
lot of a
thing
lot of
with that
twinks
one,
right now.
the thing with that was it didn't happen overnight. It was something of global magnitude that helped make it happen. Okay, so where I'm going with this is, as one of the few Filipinos in my workplace, I am pretty much the prime example, at least in the workplace area, of breaking Filipino stereotypes. Maybe a little bit. Not to brag, but in the course of a year and a half, I have been put them up for 3 times. And now with that, they're kind of breaking the stereotype of, okay, he doesn't work hard that much, he works smart, I think. Where am I going with this?
Smart. I mean,
Yeah, I work smart.
I think they
I'm
generally
professional.
I think they generally go hand in hand, don't they?
No,
Not
working
really.
hard.
No.
No.
Not really.
If you work
Working-
hard, you work hard, not smart.
Working hard
You
is
don't take
pushing.
shortcuts.
Working hard is pushing a boulder up a hill, and working smart is using like
A
using
wagon.
an elevator or a wagon. Yeah,
Okay.
or getting someone else to
Yeah,
do
same
it.
results, but
More
efficient.
efficiency. I see.
Yeah, more efficient. Yeah, so yeah, just with that. So my workplace, most of them in the end.
Mhm.
So there's that certain stereotype of Filipinos. Hard, you what's it called? You brown nose to your boss. I guess that's one of those stereotypes here. But
What's
they
that
have
mean?
never
Kiss ass.
Yeah, kiss ass.
Oh,
That's why your nose is brown.
because you suck ass.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's the general what
Ketsu
Indians
taber.
interpret as a stereotype. Now they have never even seen me brown nose once. They're like, oh, maybe they're not all that bad. absolutely. But
Oh, and
that's
another-
not
Yeah.
that's just breaking maybe a little bit, changing stereotypes of stereotype of Filipinos in a small work area, but with just me, one person.
So you're
But-
saying we can break stereotypes?
We can, but it's gonna take everyone and something of global magnitude to change, and
Okay.
it's not gonna happen.
You know what? Actually,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say that I don't think the manly thing was ever a stereotype. I think it was always the goal or perfect
Echoing,
man.
echoing.
I don't think it was a. Yeah, it's definitely Dems. I see yours.
Yep.
Icon lighting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never think it was a stereotype. It's just a perfect example, a perfect man, not a stereotype, which is all men are like this. Just all men should be like this.
Okay.
That's not a stereotype, really.
Do you
It's a
mean like all
stereotype
men
goal.
should strive for that, or just like?
Yeah. Yeah, so should strive for that. That's not really a stereotype. A stereotype is all blank are like this.
Yeah. Like, this is an example of a
Don't.
stereotype. What?
Okay, go.
What?
I thought you were gonna
Just-
say a
just
really
continue,
a bad
just-
stereotype.
Just continue.
Don't PC me.
Sure.
I'm just saying it is a known stereotype that when you say like it's mostly like recognized by a lot of people. I'm not saying it's true. Is that they usually say that like Jewish people are very like
Good with money.
yeah, something like that. And it's always been like that's always the stereotype for them. And like it's not always the case, you know. It's more
Not
it's-
always.
yeah, no, not always. I mean, sure, it's been the case with a lot of people, but I think it's just more of because that they had a rough time, and that you know, money is a very powerful thing, especially like at any point in time during any point of history, but especially during like earlier times in America, which were they were and usually their professions would be like lawyers and stuff. So I at one point like this stereotype has been propagated and spread around, like so people always immediately think that if you're Jewish you're this kind with like you behave this way around money. But oh wait, sorry, my computer just blacked out. And now I forgot where I was going with that.
Yeah, like
I
Mr.
think
Krabs.
I think you were
The
just
computer
I think we were
blacked
just
out.
explaining what a stereotype is.
Yeah, you kind of were.
Yeah, I was going somewhere with it. I completely forgot because I panicked for like a split second when my computer blacked out.
Okay,
And I thought I disconnected.
it's fine. But you were
Alright.
just kind of explaining what a stereotype is.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I was also confused why Demic's whole point was that stereotypes can be broken, but it's not gonna happen overnight. I don't think anyone was implying that we were gonna break them overnight.
I mean,
Because he asked how to like combat it, isn't he?
yeah. How can we?
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna say like, there's one surefire way to break it overnight. Oh, break stereotypes in one night challenge.
Yeah,
Maybe I just want to mention it. Maybe I just want something to talk about. I don't
Go
know.
BuzzFeed on it.
We have-
5 best
we-
ways to break stereotypes. Number 4 will shock you.
Number
yeah.
5, we wanna fuck your dad.
Whoa.
Okay, whoa.
I was saying that the best way to end stereotypes is to destroy the nobody and kill the heartless. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. So ending point.
Okay, that's pretty ironic coming from you. You're the last person.
Why is it coming ironic from me?
You haven't even
Never
played
played
one
one.
game.
Hey, I played Kingdom Hearts.
Okay,
once.
hey, off topic.
Okay,
Off topic.
sure.
Alright, okay.
So, we've answered all my questions. Just to summarize, someone else summarize. I don't.
Summarize what?
To summarize, men can cry and still be men. Stereotypes cannot be broken in a single day,
Mhm.
and it's gonna take everyone's effort to combat it.
Mhm.
Uh, the Filipino race isn't represented well enough in any media,
Yes.
sometimes even our own media,
Mhm.
and that Paul is pre-op. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Okay, that was a very succinct
enough.
summary.
Yeah.
I feel like I could have said that myself, but you know,
You could have. You
Wow,
really
you
could
could've.
have.
I could have. I just
Why didn't you then, bitch
I'm a
boy?
weak man, baby. But
Man, you mean a soy boy?
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you just called Aaron baby.
what? No. Okay.
What?
Okay. That's it. That's it. We're-
Because he said I'm a weak man, baby.
No. Okay, so we've summarized it. We've answered all my questions. I feel like that's a succinct podcast, and bye.